Welcome back. It is Monday, November 20th in the NBA. My 5 favorite picks are on the way. Let's recap yesterday. I wish it was a sweep, but it was a 1-2 day. Let's talk about it. Darius Garland, he did his job. He's a COS Hall of Famer. We appreciate him. Our 2 losses, though, were just by 1 basket. We had Scotty Barnes over in points, had 15 at half, ended with 17. Even came into the fourth quarter when they were up like 35 points. Did not get it done. And then Devin Booker, honestly, had no interest, no business hitting, but he ended up getting double overtime, which made us have a chance, but he ended with 26 points. So lost our 2 picks by, 1 basket. Whatever. It happens. We're going to have some good luck, some bad luck. It all goes the same, but it is Monday, and I said the ladder challenge would return, and it will return today at 3 p.m. Eastern time. I'm going to wait. We got some games with teams on back-to-back, so you never know if guys are going to get rested. Normally, we have a good idea of the injury report by later on this afternoon, so stay tuned for that. I'll post the YouTube short, the TikTok, the Instagram reel, and all that stuff. I'll also post on our Twitter or X, all those at Call on or Shine if you're not following us. If you want to make sure you get it early, join the DubClub. Links are down below. That's only $5.99 a month. You get all our picks early, and the NFL is here today. It's a Monday, so we have a Chiefs versus Eagles game. My best bets were posted last night. My best bet of the night, though, is Patrick Mahomes to get 1 yard. Yeah, that's a free square on Underdog Fantasy. They always do these free squares for new users on these primetime games. The best part about Underdog is if you sign up using our code COS, you get that free square. You also get a 100% deposit match up to $100, potential for $100 free dollars for you guys just for signing up using our code. That sounds like a great deal to me. Here's all the states that Underdog is in. Later on in this video, I have an Underdog Fantasy parlay trying to turn $25 into $250, and if it hits, we're giving away $100. Just subscribe to the channel to enter that. But let's dive into the 4 picks. First one's going to be a guy on my shirt. One of my favorite shirts I have in my collection is going to be this guy. It's the Joker, Nikola Jokic, to record a triple-double, plus 150 on Bet365, risking 1 unit to win 1.5. Now, the obvious pivot here is either to take his over in 9.5 assists or to take his over 21.5 rebounds plus assists. Now, obviously, Jokic could get a triple-double and not hit the 21.5 rebounds plus assists, but he's going to need basically 20 rebounds plus assists to get the triple-double. I'm imagining he gets at least 2 more in. You look at Jokic this season, obviously without Jamal Murray. These last couple games, he's honestly been beasting and feasting, except for yesterday, which we'll talk about in a second. But Jokic, 3 triple-doubles in his last 6 games. He has 10-plus rebounds in all 13 games this season. And I'm not going to bore you to death. He does have the 10-plus points that he needs in all those games, too. He'll score 10 points tonight. And he's done a great job rebounding the ball. So really, I think this comes down to his assists. And I like this matchup for him. Now, like I said, if you bet on Jokic yesterday, he kind of got wrecked as he got into foul trouble against Cleveland. Had 5 fouls early in the third quarter. Rested a lot, only 28 minutes. And the Nuggets obviously lost that game. He ended with 10 rebounds and 7 assists. So finished short on the assist, but I like him to get his chances here. And like, I normally don't back Jokic for assists on the road, but I like this matchup against the Pistons, a team that on paper, the Pistons haven't allowed a ton of assists, but they also haven't faced a lot of guys that actually, have those high assist numbers. We're talking about, the Trae Youngs, the Tyrese Halliburtons of the world, the Jokicers of the world. They've only faced 2 point guards this season that had 60 plus passes. Now you might be like, Austin, what does a pass mean? Or how does that really correlate here? That's just guards that are actually passing the basketball. I mean, you look at Jokic, we'll talk about his numbers in a second, but those guys were DeJounte Murray and Tyrese Maxey. They both ended with 10 assists on 14 potential and 11 assists on 15 potential. Now, they had 60 passes. Jokic averages 70-plus passes per game in the NBA. This is a guy that always has the ball in his hands and always looking for his teammates being open, and this is a matchup I like against the Pistons where I don't necessarily know if they double him or not, but they just don't have the size down low, in my opinion, to stop guys like Aaron Gordon, maybe on those lob passes or things of that nature. So we saw the Pistons, who did lose by 29 points yesterday. They are on a back-to-back, both these teams on back-to-backs. I imagine they play a little bit better today, but they gave up 44 assists to the Raptors in that game. Look, if they give up even close to 40 assists tonight, I guarantee you Jokic probably has 15 of them. And so I think at the end of the day, Jalen Duren probably still out for this game, so they just don't have the size down low with Isaiah Stewart and then Marvin Bagley. I think we could see some lobs over the top to Aaron Gordon, who has smaller guys on him, but I really do like Jokic to get 10 points and 10 rebounds, and then the assists are probably the last leg we need. I'm pretty confident he gets those assists today, too. Coming off a game he just got into foul trouble. Bad game for the Nuggets. He'll bounce back here today. He always does. I love Jokic to get that triple-double. Give it to me at plus 150. I don't take a lot of triple-double props, but Jokic, we've taken it before with him. He came through clutch. I really like him today. Now, my second pick is going to be another guy that could have a chance of getting a triple-double, but much better odds if you're trying to look for that. His name is Domantas Sabonis. I like his over 19.5 rebounds plus assists, minus 110 on PointsBet. Now, I went back and forth taking his over in rebounds or rebounds plus assists. Obviously, obviously settled on the rebounds plus assist line. Now, you could take individually. I like his over in rebounds. I think that probably has a good chance of hitting two, and they probably go hand in hand, obviously. And we know Sabonis is capable of going out there and getting 20 rebounds in a night. He's done it before in his NBA career. He's going to do it plenty more times in his NBA career, too. And hopefully he does it tonight. But we've seen in 6 games so far this season with De'Aaron Fox. Obviously, Fox missed some time. Sabonis averaged 14.2 rebounds per game and 7 assists per game. Good for 21.2 rebounds plus assists. Now, he has had in those 6 games 25, 20, 19, 23, 21, and 19 rebounds plus assists. Going over in 4 of 6. His only 2 losses came on the hook, which will be brutal today. And those 2 unders also came versus Cleveland. He only had 9 rebounds in that game. Very tough matchup. And then against Dallas, when he only had 6 assists last game. Now, obviously, the assists are going to go hit and miss. You're going to have some games where he has, 6, 4, 5, 6 assists. You're also going to have some games where he has 10 plus assists. It just happens. But you look at Sabonis. He scored 23 plus points in 4 straight. Massive workload, scoring the basketball. Normally doesn't score a ton against Jonas Valanciunas, who will be matched up against tonight. And we've seen since becoming a King, Sabonis has played against Valanciunas 3 times, and he's had 21, 22, and 23 rebounds plus assists. He's had a triple-double in 2 of those 3 games. And I really do think this is a great matchup for him, not only to get some assists, pushing the pace against the Pelicans team that I think struggles in transition, but also a team that gives up a ton of rebounds. We've talked about that before. That's why we took the Gobert double-double against them a couple days ago. But the Pelicans allowing the 4th most rebounds per game to centers, the 4th most rebounds per game to teams in general, and the 5th most offensive rebounds per game too. So this is a team that just can't defend. They aren't getting on the defensive glass, rebounding the ball. Sabonis is in top 10 in offensive rebounds per game, and maybe he gets an offensive rebound, kicks it out to a shooter. And I think at the end of the day, we've already seen Nikola Jokic, 16 rebounds and 18 assists for them. And while I'm not saying Sabonis is Jokic, he absolutely cooked them alive. And look, Sabonis has the ball in his hands a lot. And they're also down their backup center in Alex Len. So, look, you're going to see JaVale McGee out there in the backup minutes, but they don't really love JaVale McGee. And so, I really do like this matchup for him. Jonas Valanciunas doesn't attempt a ton of shots. You got Zion and Brandon Ingram doing their thing. The other guy shooting threes. Sabonis is that guy down there to corral all the boards. So, I really like this matchup for him to get those rebounds, push the pace, get some assists too. Could even get a triple-double if he wants to go crazy. But I really like the over 19.5 rebounds plus assists for Domantas Sabonis. I think this is a great matchup for him to get that done. Now, my third pick is going to be another big man. I don't typically bet on this many big men, but I guess this is a big men Monday. I mean, look, Thanksgiving is on the way, so I guess we're all about to be big men, big women. Hey, whatever. I don't know where this video is going. All right, let's focus. Ivica Zubac, over 19.5 points, rebounds, and assists, minus 105 on BetMGM. Now, if you're on FanDuel, for whatever reason, FanDuel always does this, where you take a PRA for a big man, and they're like, we don't feel like offering that, so they give you only the points plus rebounds. Obviously, Ivica Zubac doesn't get a lot of assists, but I think he can get you at least 1 assist, which is the difference between his points and rebounds and his PRA line, which is right at PRAs, but you can take the points plus rebounds because realistically, not a lot of opportunities for Zubac to hit this over and not hit his over points plus rebounds. So I don't see him get like 6 assists. That's probably not happening. And we've seen in Zubac last 2 games, been pretty good. 25 and 21 PRAs in 26 and 35 minutes. Now, he has had 8 field goal attempts in each game, so we'd love to see that. If he can get 8 field goal attempts again tonight in this matchup, I think he has a great chance of getting this over, hitting his over in points too. But we saw in their first game since Russell Westbrook asked to go to the bench, Zubac was out there a ton, 35 minutes. Now, I do not expect Zubac to play 35 minutes consistently, but this is a guy that I think they need out there for size against the Spurs, against Zach Collins and Victor Wembanyama. Now, Ivica is not guarding Victor Wembanyama, so don't be worried, which honestly I like because you think about Wemby, he's shooting a lot. Keldon Johnson shooting a lot too. Zach Collins, the guy he guards, probably not shooting a whole lot. So you'll see Zubac on the weak side grabbing some rebounds. And we've seen on October 29th, when these 2 teams matched up, Zubac 16 points, 8 rebounds, and only 22 minutes of action versus the Spurs, as the Clippers won that game by 40 points. He did not need to play a ton of minutes. And we've seen in his last 2 games actually at San Antonio. Don't know what got into him. 12 points, 16 rebounds, 17 and 15. So absolutely smoking the line. Now, I do expect this game to be closer than a 40-point blowout because all the Clippers haven't been really blowing out a lot of teams, and this is a team in the Spurs that plays historically this season very well at home. So I think this game is closer, and Zubac gets his normal minutes. And here's a list of centers that have played 20 or more minutes, which I think Zubac at least plays 20 against the Spurs. You saw Bismack Biyombo, he had 27. Sabonis, 48 PRAs. You had Bam Adebayo, 41. The list goes on and on and on. We've seen guys like Rudy Gobert have 21 rebounds alone against this, or that was against the Pelicans, but Gobert's had massive days against this team. We've also seen this team just does not have a ton of size with Tucker, Powell and Westbrook coming off the bench, plus Tice. Yeah, this is a game that I think they need to use Zubac a little bit more. And while maybe if he gets to 30, 33 minutes, I think we got a good chance at cashing this one, especially having to go up against the size the Spurs have the offer. Because Zubac last 18 games with 30 or more minutes, he's had 20 PRAs hitting the over in 13 of 18. His 5 misses came against very tough matchups. Miami twice, the Knicks, the Bucks, and the Lakers. All those are very, very tough matchups. This is a great matchup for him. Centers have been cooking this Spurs team, and I think we have a great job for him to get it done. He's not going to be defended by Wembanyama, probably get Zach Collins, and we know how talented James Harden is as a passer. We know how talented Russell Westbrook is as a passer. I really think to hit Zubac in the lane, we get some easy lands, shoot probably a high percentage. I think this is a great spot to back Ivica Zubac. So we will do just that. We'll take his over 19.5 points, rebounds, and assists, PRAs. Now, my fourth pick of the day will be a guy that I know a lot of people hate. And honestly, I don't love this guy. And this will be the last time betting on him this season if he does not come through. It is a man by the name of Jordan Poole, over 15.5 points, minus 120 on BetMGM. Now, personally, instead of taking Poole at 16.5, I would just pivot to taking Kuzma and Jordan Poole in a same game parlay for 15 points each. Poole, obviously, is probably the main leg there. Kuzma has 15 points in every game this season. Now, let's talk about Poole, though, this season, because, man, if he can't do it today, I'm afraid he'll never be able to score 16 points in an NBA game ever again, because this is just the perfect matchup against the Bucks, a team that struggles to defend opposing guards, which we'll talk about in a second. But Poole has had his fair share of struggles. Over the last 5 games, Poole has seen 29 minutes in all 5. With DeLon Wright out, his minutes have gone up. You look back to early on in the season, he was getting benched basically in the third quarter, never seeing the court. Now with not a lot of guys out there, they kind of are playing him a stable amount of minutes, which is what we want to see. Now in those games, not the best track record, but he has attempted a lot of shots, 14, 12, 16, 17, and 11 field goal attempts. Now, he has ended with 8, 12, 14, 14, and 16 points. So sure, say Austin, he's only gone over once in the last 5 games. Yes, he did shoot 2 for 11 in his last game against the Knicks, a very tough matchup. But at the end of the day, Jordan Poole is better than a 35% shooter, which is what he is currently shooting in these last 5 games, shooting like 20-something% from 3. He is better than that, and I think this is a great matchup for him to bounce back in at home. I think he plays better tonight. We've seen the Bucks. We already talked about they couldn't defend Luka Doncic. Sure, he dropped like a 38-something on him. You saw Kyrie Irving drop the same amount on them. They get cooked by guards. And while, sure, Jordan Poole is not Luka Doncic, he's not Kyrie Irving. I think in his brain, he thinks he is. But hey, whatever's going on in the brain to keep his confidence up, that's all that matters. We need him to go out there and shoot a bunch, and I think he will. And we've seen Poole, 12 field goal attempts in 8 of the last 9 games. 21 guards have 12 or more field goal attempts against the Bucks this season. 17 of 21 hit the over. The guys that didn't hit the over, guys like Killian Hayes. Jordan Poole, you're better than Killian Hayes. You can go out there and score 16 points. If Poole is knocking down shots, this could hit in the first half. That's how good he is. We know how talented Poole was with the Warriors. Obviously, this is a different scheme, but he's still getting the field goal attempts there. And I really think this is a great buy low spot for him. He has to eventually start knocking down some shots. Hopefully it's tonight in an A+++ matchup against the Bucks, who can't guard opposing guards. And look, this will be the last time I bet on Poole if he does not come through. Give me his over 15.5 points. That's going to hurt good when he ends like 2 for 13 from the field. But I think this is the day he comes through. If he doesn't, you won't see his name on the channel ever again. And my 5th and final play of the day will be the ladder challenge at day 1. We always play these for 1 unit. As a reminder, these will be posted at 3 p.m. Eastern time. I'm waiting for some injury reports to come out, and then we will post it. We'll see if we do a 2-leg, a 3-leg, or a 1-leg. Who knows? We'll see exactly what comes out. Whatever I'm confident in, we will play that for 1 unit plus an extra $10 to roll over every single day. But that is it. That is the video. 5 picks, 5 winners. Actually, no, it's not it. We got an Underdog fantasy entry. Let's talk about it. Like I said, if this Underdog fantasy entry hits, we're giving away $100 to one person subscribed to the channel. 4 picks: Zubac, Sabonis, Jokic. We did his rebounds plus assists and Poole's points. 25 turns into 250. A reminder, there's that Mahomes free square for new users. Sign up using our code COS. You get a 100% deposit match up to $100, and you get that free square. Take advantage of it. Underdog fantasy, we're smacking that entry, giving away $100 tomorrow's video. We're climbing to day 2 of the ladder challenge. We're having a wonderful day. I will see you guys in the next one. Enjoy your Monday. If you have to go to work, enjoy it. Let's have a great day. I will see you guys back again in the next one. Peace, and I'll see you in that ladder challenge. YouTube short, TikTok, whatever. I'll see you then. We'll post it. I'll link it in the pinned comment too. See you later. Go check out that Eagles Chiefs video. It's popping up on the screen. See you later. Peace.